Hello, Candace here with Cam's Only One Life. I've got one of my boho journals done, and I'm going to go through it with you. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but I just want to really show it to you. It is in the store right now. This is a prototype. This is going to be, I'm going to have a whole bunch of different ones, but this is going to be called, this one is the ELLIANA. ELLIANA is the first one of the girls in our youth group. She was the first one that I made good friends with before she even got to the youth group, and she came over and crafted with me. I have a video from several years ago. She was like 6 and she's 12 now. So here are the other covers for the ELLIANAs that will be coming, and hopefully I'll get these done in the next few weeks. I've got the covers done, almost done, and I just need to do the signatures inside and some embellishments. So as you can see, I've got here a this is one of the Jesse James beads, and it's a pretty good size one. And so there's across the top all the way around. You can see this. I think it's just a sari, hand-spun sari yarn. Okay, and also along the bottom. So, okay. And then I've got a couple of boho beads on here. This one here is actually the first boho bead I ever made, and I've been just saving it and thought I would put it on this project. And then this bead, I ended up doing a trade with a gal. And so that's where this bead came from. And then I added this dangle to the bottom of the bead. So you've got a little bit of extra dangle. And then I've got a bunch of these kind of vintage tassel dangles. And they've got a little beaded dangle on there. So I put that on there. You can see it's kind of faded, and it's because it's old and the sun faded it. I have had it for a long time, so it's really cool. So what I did here was, you can see all of this, and I'll explain that, and some lace here, but you can see the front cover and the back cover are just full of beads, The dimensions of this one is about 9 3/4 by 7.5 by about 2.5. And so each one of these ELLIANAs are going to have 4 signatures inside. So let's get inside. On the inside, on the front and the back, is going to be a pocket. Okay, so the front and the back will both have pockets. And I've put inside the pocket a piece of fairly stiff cardboard. This gives you a nice rigid cover. If you don't like it, you can remove it. So there's a lot that you can do with this. Same with the back. You have a pocket in the back with that rigid cardboard in it. And if you take the cardboard out, you can have it as a soft cover if you would like. Okay. You can see that I have also dangling from the other side this little dangle with just bright colored different beads and dangly goodness. Okay, and this, I love this bead. This bead is amazing. It's got some gold, glittery gold in there. So what I've done is there's 4 signatures in here, and they're all put in here with elastic, so you can remove things and move them around. You can add pockets, you can add and subtract, you can do you can make it your own. So the first signature here, you can see each signature has a boho lady on it. So this first signature, and then this is just some paper from my stash. Here's a little boho lady. And then this doily, I've got a bunch of these beautifully hand-colored doilies that I got from a friend, and she may end up selling these, and if she does, then I will give you her Etsy store, but right now she hasn't quite decided that she's doing that for sure. So here's a nice dictionary page. Here's some more boho ladies. As you can see, I have got a lot of frilly on here, and some of this is some of the yarn. There's silk sari ribbon. There's this other Louisa Harding sari ribbon. So there's just a bunch of different ones, and I have just put them on paper clips so that you can move this around. I was going to do it more like this one. See this hole? I was going to do that throughout, but I decided to, I've got a couple of these, but most of this is going to be on clips, okay? And then you can see that some of the pages have lace sewn to the edge, so that there's lace there, okay? I've got a really cool paper pad, and I'm going to use that on these, on the ELLIANA books, until it's gone, and maybe find some more. So, I've got this cool paper. There's some more just papers that I have. This is some hand-dyed paper. This is tea-dyed. I got this also from Noelle and my friend, and if she ever, like I said, if she ever sells some of her stuff, I will show it, and if she ever decides to put that in her store. So there's just a bunch of different papers on this first one. There's the other side of that paper. Here's another one. Okay, and there's the other side of that. And then we have a second signature. And again, there's paper clips with it. I love these gorgeous, I have these in my store if you're interested. I have just beautiful, beautiful. The two center signatures on this particular one have a lot of just plain blank pages, because some people, they just want a journal and they don't want to mess around with other stuff around it. So these two center ones are going to have, and that's how all the ELLIANAs are going to be, but I think I might put more of some of the other papers in between just to break up those. But for this one, like I said, this is a prototype. This is probably going to be cheaper than the other ones that are coming up, just because I'm figuring this whole thing out. This here is my favorite one. And this is going to be, I'm going to call her ELLIANA. This, look at the colors in that. It's beautiful, and it's on vellum paper, so you can see it when you, on both sides. And another page with some lace, and then again, the plain papers. I have some papers that are really large, and so I cut them down, and they're able to fit in here and fill this up nicely. And then you'll see that I put little few boho ladies all throughout. And then this is the last signature. And I love her too. I'm going to probably use her on one of my next books. I have some other different sizes that will be coming out. So I'm probably going to use her as one of my main characters for my journals. And then this is just some paper that I actually made using my jelly plate. And there's a part of a, this is an old almanac page, some graph paper. This paper is cool. I like this paper. I think it's origami paper. It's very cool. This, another page with some just sewn on. Okay. Here's a paper. This was a spray that I had sprayed. I don't know if you can see the glitter on that, but I've just had it in my stash forever waiting for a project, and I thought it looked good in this one. Just some more papers that I have. More, you know, foofy things. Okay. tree tally card, just some more paper. This is from some sort of athletic scorecard book that I have. It's super old. And then this is some paper that I had printed this background on. I really liked it. It was really pretty. I've got a bunch of it. I might have to print out some more. So here is the rest of, you can see the other halves of those papers. There's another one of those hand painted. Really, these are so beautiful. Okay. There's some random lace. Okay. So again, this is my prototype, and there's the back pocket. So there's a lot that you can do to this because you can switch everything around. If you prefer this as your cover, you can turn it over. You can unhook these and hook them up here. They're little bits of elastic sticking out, just tiny little bits right here where I have poked the holes and put them through to put the signatures in. So you have the only thing that you would want to probably do if you like this as the front cover better is to move these beads to the other side. But there's just a knot in this one. You could move this. It would not be difficult. So, okay. So there you have it. That is my first ELLIANA journal, Boho Journal, ready to go. It's in the store, and there will be many more and in a bunch of different sizes. So I would not mind knowing what size you would be interested in, what color. I have a lot more colors. I just want to thank you for watching, and hope that you come over to the store and check it out. I also have other boho things in there. I have bookmarks. I have some dangles and tassels, maybe a few tassels left. I don't know that I have very many. And then I also have some other boho art pieces that you could come over and take a look at. So, all right, she's in the store, and we'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.